Do you commute to work? I used to commute to work, and I had about a 30-minute commute from where I live to where I had to work. And on that commute was a good 25 minutes of interstate. Not just any interstate, but Interstate 90. If you're familiar with Wisconsin, or really Interstate 90 goes through almost 50% of the country, Interstate 90 is generally a very, very busy stretch of highway. And this stretch of highway was no exception. And so when I first started working there, I remember thinking like, it's only a matter of time till I'm a statistic, because there are a lot of accidents on this interstate on a weekly basis. And if I'm driving on it twice a day, the likelihood that it's going to be me in one of those accidents was really high. So I always had this in the back of my head. And it wasn't there initially because it just takes kind of repetition, and it takes kind of seeing some of these accidents in person to really wake you up. And some of those accidents really shook me to this idea that when you're driving on the interstate, it almost always happens. It's a 2-lane interstate, and there is probably like 25 cars bumper to bumper. You know what I'm talking about. When those cars just are trying to push through past the semi, and no matter how much they try to get closer, and the train just gets longer, and you're witnessing it, and you're like, this is just a pileup waiting to happen. One brake check away from just being utter chaos. Well, with that mindset of the accidents and just witnessing this chaotic idea of what if this did become a pileup and I was a part of it? Do I want to be a part of it? And so I learned this mindset from this process, that to slow down, that by going slow on the interstate, by maybe sometimes going into the right lane and sitting behind the semi all the way home if that's what it took. But when I did that, I was making sure I was getting home in one piece. So by going slower, not being in such a rush, not focusing on getting past the semi, not focused on trying to push through the rush of traffic, that isn't going to happen. It's a futile effort. Resistance is futile in this case. That mindset helped me get through 8 years working there without having an accident. And through lots of construction, lots of really tight barricade type reroutes, I was able to get through. And some of these times you're just like, man, if one of these things just breaks, we are so screwed. Today, I just want to remind you to go in the slow lane. That sometimes in order to go fast, you need to go slow, and to get to where you want to go with maybe 1 or 2 minutes longer of a time frame, go slow. Increase the likelihood you're going to get there, because if something did happen to you, whether you don't come home and it's a really bad accident, or you bruise a leg or break a leg, whatever it may be, none of that's going to be worth it when you think of the context of your kids. When you think of what would happen if you didn't come home because you decided to try to break the universal rules on the interstate that you can bumper to bumper and push these cars through to get to where they need to go, it's not going to be worth it if something did happen. And so in order to go fast, you need to go slow. Slow will get you there. Slow, a few extra minutes will ensure that over the life of your career at this place, will get you to that destination without having to worry about that your kids do not get to have their dad in their life, because no decision is really worth that. So go slow to go fast, sit in the right lane, go as slow as you need to, whether it be 55, 65, doesn't matter. Slow will get you home, and home is where you need to be. And I will talk to you guys again tomorrow.